Top of the morning to you, and welcome to what we affectionately call Friday.
Yeah, and we enjoy our Fridays, and one of the reasons we enjoy our Fridays is because each Friday at this time, we get to spend a little time with Drew talking money.
Yes, we do, and he's, I don't know, he's our go-to guy when it comes to faith and finance. Morning, Drew.
Hey, good morning. How's everyone doing here this morning?
Doing great. Ready for our portion of Drew Blazsik this morning.
Oh, man.
What is going on?
Well, I'm going to try to attempt to talk about cryptocurrency here.
Man, I'm glad you're covering it because I don't get it. I honestly don't get it.
So when I talk about crypto, I'm going to more specifically talk about Bitcoin.
Okay.
Good, yeah.
And so feel free to interrupt as much. This might be a 3-part segment because there's a lot to cover here. Mm-hmm. But let's just try to define what is Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency. When I read this, I want you to think about Catholic teaching, what we've always talked about.
Okay.
It was created in 2009 by an anonymous person or group known as Satoshi Nakamoto. So there's a lot of debate about that. Was that a person or a group of people that created this technology? And you can go online right now and you can read how they created it. They wrote a whole thing about it.
Really?
But no one knows who it was.
Wow. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
It operates on a peer-to-peer network without the need for central authority. Right away. You do not need a centralized central bank, which is interesting. So right there, I give it a thumbs up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, and I could get the thumbs up, but I still don't get it. But what's it based on? What's its value based on?
So like a bank or government, Bitcoin transactions are verified and recorded on a public ledger called a blockchain. So everyone has access to the blockchain.
Oh, wow.
You can see the transaction happened, but you don't know who it is. It's interesting. So that ensures security and transparency. So here's some key characteristics of Bitcoin. Decentralization, you got the blockchain, you got the limited supply. Bitcoin's total supply is capped at 21 million coins.
Okay.
You cannot create more.
Okay.
And you cannot distinguish. Now, if you forget your passwords, it will go away.
Oh, my goodness.
I take that back. It's there, but you don't have access to it.
You lose access to the coin that you have if you forget the password.
Well, I can get more into that too. Because I purchased Bitcoins.
You did? In the beginning?
No, recently. Because I used to be anti-Bitcoin. I was sold. But it's a 2-part. It depends how your perspective.
Yeah, I think I'm anti-Bitcoin, but I could be talked out of it because I don't get it. I have no idea what it is. I still don't know.
Here's some danger of it. It's volatility. So for the listener to understand what is volatility in economics, it's how much, if you take the average price of Bitcoin, it's how much it deviates. It changes from the average. The more it deviates, the more volatile it is. So if you say it had an average return 10%, but it went all the way to 50, then a negative 30, it's deviating from the average, which is volatility, which isn't a great thing. And I would argue it's not a good thing. But I would also argue that the more it becomes more standardized, it won't be volatile. Now, if you take the long perspective of it, it's not volatile. It's just been going up.
Yeah.
The long perspective. It also has, also, it's considered digital gold.
Yeah.
So it's digital gold. It's some people say it's an investment asset. Now, one thing about gold we have to say, gold is not a good investment. It's a great to keep your wealth.
Yeah, right.
It holds your wealth.
To hold it.
If you look at the price 150 years ago, how much would it cost you to have a fitted suit? It would be an ounce of gold.
Yeah.
Today, how much would it cost you to get a fitted suit? An ounce of gold,
yeah.
Roughly. $2,500, $2,400 bucks.
Crazy? Wow.
So it holds its value, but it's not an investment.
That's crazy, yeah.
But that's what money should be. It should hold your value.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are 2 perspectives I have on Bitcoin. But mostly, our cryptocurrencies are mostly Bitcoin. I don't like the other ones. I think it's all speculation. So you could take it as speculation to gain short-term gain without productive work.
Yeah, right.
That's bad.
That's against Catholic teaching.
That's against Catholic.
Right.
So
right. Yeah.
Productive work is great, a productive asset because it's for the common good.
Right.
So if you use it as speculation and you're using your investment to gain short-term gain and not investing in productive work, that's not good for the common good.
And that's all I've ever understood about this. You get it, it grows in value, you make money. I'm like, well, wait a minute. How is it? Yeah. It's
So my view was, if it's speculation, I don't like it.
yeah.
But there's another perspective, or you could take it's a valuable asset. It functions to protect wealth and labor. And let me understand this real quick, or explain this, is that if your grandfather worked in the 1970s and he worked his butt off, which is good,
Yeah.
and he collected that wealth to hand to you,
Yeah.
the money manipulators in the United States have devalued your grandfather's work because they print dollars, and now it's not worth anything.
Oh yeah.
So if you have that perspective that you could put Bitcoin into, or your work into Bitcoin,
And it protects.
it
that.
protects it.
Yeah, right.
But if you're not investing in productive work, so it's kind of tricky in that.
Yeah.
So here's some perspectives, Catholic. So the pursuit of the common good. Economic activities, this is from the Catechism, including financial speculation, must serve the common good. The Catechism of the Catholic Church teaches. And economic activities should not be solely focused on profit, but should also contribute to the well-being of society as a whole. Speculative practices that create instability in markets or harm the broader economy, such as stock market bubbles and the manipulation of prices, are seen morally problematic because they can harm people, especially the vulnerable.
Okay, we're running out of time, so I just want to ask the question: does Bitcoin serve the common good?
It depends on how the user uses it.
Okay.
That's my perspective.
Okay.
But we'll go more into it next
right.
week.
Can't wait for next Friday. now.
Yeah, again, I've never been able to get it. I've never been able to understand it. So I'm so glad that you're talking about it
Yeah,
in
at
some
least now I
positive signs.
understand why it's called cryptocurrency. There's an anonymity to it.
Yeah, right.
Yes, and I'll get into, you could do things, you could put it on a ledger, and I'll explain it next week because we don't have enough
Yeah,
time.
we look
but
forward to
it's
hearing more about it. It's good.
It can protect people from bad governments.
I mean, all I can picture is all these people having these gigantic warehouses full of computers mining for this stuff,
Yeah.
which we need to talk about that next week because I can't see how that is serving any public
And
good.
they're wearing these pointy hats.
Yeah.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you, Drew.
We'll be right back.